Good morning, my students. How are you today? Okay, today is Wednesday and we have revision for Unit 10. Grammar Unit 10 talk about countable and uncountable nouns. Okay, at first, when we say nouns, countable and uncountable. So we talk about nouns. We don't talk about verbs or adjectives or anything else. Now, countable. We can say chairs, girls, desks, houses, and lots of things. What's the meaning of countable nouns? Yes, they can be counted. They can be counted. So chairs, we can say chair, chairs, girls, girl, girls, desks, desk, desk, desks, houses, house, houses. So all of these we can count them by put is plural. Okay. Now what about uncountable nouns? Uncountable nouns, for example, we need to talk about liquids. For example, milk, water, juice, coffee, tea. Okay, what about salts? For example, meat, bread, cheese, butter, substances. When we talk about gold, iron, silver, wood, glass. Okay. When we talk about powder and the grains. So, powder, we talk about sugar, salt. Okay. When we talk about grains, we can talk about lentil, rice, corn. So, what's the meaning of uncountable? Yes, it means nouns we can't count. We can't count them. Okay, now we talk about a few and a little. Okay, before we start, look at this here. Look at this table here. This table talk about uncountable nouns. Liquids, salts, substances, powder, and grains. Liquids, we talk about water, milk, oil, juice, shampoo, petrol. When we talk about salts, bread, butter, cheese, meat. Substances, wood, cotton, iron, silver, glass, gold. And all of these are just examples, okay? Powder and the grains. Sugar, salt, sour, sand, corn, rice, and lentil. Okay, now here we talk about a few, a little. Okay, a few, yes, for countable nouns. We use a few for countable nouns, and we use a little for uncountable nouns. Okay, we have some examples here. Number one, there is water in the glass. What can we do? What can we put? A few or a little? Yes, a little. Water is uncountable noun. Okay, there are. Number two, there are birds on the tree. Birds. Yes, a few. A few. Yes. Number three, there is sugar in my cup. I need more. Yes, there is. What about sugar? Yes, sugar is powder. Yes, a little. What about number four? There are cars in the street. Cars, we can count cars, okay? So this is countable noun. We put a few. Okay, now look at how many and how much. We use how many for countable nouns, and we use how much for uncountable nouns. Okay, we have some questions here. Let's answer them. Number one, Space, birds are on the tree. Birds, look at birds. Can we count birds? Yes. So we use how many. How many birds are on the on that tree? Yes. Number 2. Space, sandwiches. Can you eat? Sandwiches. Look at sandwiches. Can we count sandwiches? Yes. This is countable noun, so we use how many. How many sandwiches can you eat? And we put question mark because this is a question. Number 3. Space, rice do you want in your plate? Yes, rice. Look at rice. This noun is uncountable noun. So we use, yes, very good. We use how much rice do you want in your plate? What about number 4? Space, water do you have in your bottle? Water, look at water. Is it countable noun? No, it's uncountable noun. So we use how much. How much water do you have in your bottle? Okay, now I want to draw a mind map for this lesson. Okay, we can say here. Yes, we can say here, or we can put here countable nouns. Yes, and we use here 2 things. We use a few for the sentence and how many for the question. Yes? Okay, now what about uncountable nouns? Uncountable nouns. Yes, another mind map. We can say here we use a little for uncountable nouns for the sentence, and we use here how much for the question. And thank you for your listening.